There's going to be some provision of that because we see them talking about stakeholders with that. We see them coming after our internet freedom using the kind of techniques of copyright protection that they tried to put on us with SOPA, PIPA, CISPA, and ACTA. Which globalist group is going to get control of the internet? We'll have to wait and see, but we know that they rigged the game. And right after the break, Leanne McAdoo is going to be telling us how they use weapons of mass distraction. And then Dr. Group is going to have the next installment of vital health information for you, so stay tuned.
Celebrate the spirit of freedom and liberty upon which our nation was founded at INFOWARSShop.com. Molon Lave is ancient Greek for come and take it. This popular design combines both classic Greek Spartan imagery with modern M16 assault rifles. Now available in women's tees and proudly made in the USA. And now you can protect yourself from corrupt cops with the INFOWARS dash cam. It's your car's black box that records all that the driver sees and hears. And introducing the Block It Pocket. It renders your phone undetectable while protecting your private data and your health. Or take back your privacy and protect your personal information by getting your very own Detractor cell phone pouch. So get incredibly high-quality, freedom-based products and help fund the revolution at INFOWARSShop.com.
My friends, Alex Jones here to tell you about some of the most important information concerning you and your family's health. Radiation levels have more than doubled in the last 60 years in the Northern Hemisphere from all of the nuclear testing and radiological accidents. Radioactive contamination is now in most of the food supply. There's only two ways to avoid this. Move south of the equator or properly protect your thyroid with nascent iodine. Looking to protect my family, I've done deep research. Nascent iodine is the purest, cleanest, absolute best form of iodine to protect yourself and your family. It's made right here in the USA, completely non-GMO. I searched out the best quality and now have developed a double-strength form of nascent iodine, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Nascent iodine is on record as one of the only safe ways to detox from fluoride poisoning. Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. Secure your super high-quality nascent iodine today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Well, it's that time of year again when reality contestants are so desperate for fame that they're willing to sign their rights away in order to win. But here's a little reality for you. The game is rigged. A leaked contract shows contestants for The Voice must agree to being shown in a disparaging, defamatory, and embarrassing light. The 32-page contract details how producers can cut anyone from the lineup, break and change rules of the competition at their discretion, script winners, and send the talent for psychological tests and then broadcast the results. The ironclad contract also makes sure that these reality show wannabes can't sue NBC afterward for public humiliation. According to former Dancing with the Stars contestant and Olympian Hope Solo, that show is also fixed. Solo says a secret memo floats around to determine who will be ousted each week. When she learned her team was on the chopping block, she and her partner caused a little drama during the live segment of the show, just so producers couldn't resist keeping them around for the ratings. Just like Katniss and her flaming suit in the Hunger Games. But when you don't play by the script, TV execs, producers, and the fans get mad. Recently, one of the most hated contestants in The Bachelor's history caused outrage when he didn't want to share details of his personal life after the show had ended. Even the show host became bitter toward the star for not playing by the rules.
Express your feelings.
This is the time to shine.
Like this is what the show is about. Like
the show is about somebody meeting someone and falling in love and being happy. And,
so did you?
You know,
Did you?
I'm with somebody.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Huh?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
You don't. We do. Are you happy?
Let's get real. All reality programming is meticulously manufactured by the networks. This mass distraction is big business. There isn't a game out there that isn't rigged.
Gamblers have been able to get to soccer players to get them to fix matches. They've been able to get to tennis players, got them to fix matches. Cricket players got them to fix matches. They can get to our college athletes and get them to fix matches. Why do we believe the NFL, the NBA, the Major League Baseball, all these are immune from such corruption? When you look around the United States, and you see corruption in everything, be it business, politics, or even religion, unfortunately. They are an entertainment industry. They are show business. They will argue this. They have argued this in front of the Supreme Court. And because they are show business, they can legally manipulate their own games and get away for it. If the NFL wanted to fix the Super Bowl, they could do it legally, and no one has any recourse or legal obligations to fight them on that.
But we don't want to be in a rigged system. We want a system where the individual is empowered and the playing field is level. But when you have a media that prides itself on being fake, you get fake contests, rigged elections, and pseudo-news with teleprompter readers. Anything can be inserted into the script, and the anchor only needs to be talented enough just to read fiction to the public.
Crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed.
No country in the world idolizes celebrity quite like the U.S. It's the bread and circuses concept designed to distract us from our real problems. The Matrix wants you enslaved in its simulation, but it's time to swallow the red pill of reality.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. The key is to be aware of this attack and to fight back against it. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs harvested around the planet and then concentrated for maximum potency. I've always believed in nutrition and herbs. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by INFOWARS Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. Visit INFOWARSLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from INFOWARS Life. Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
Welcome back. Now, tonight we have for you the 4th installment of a series with Anthony Gucciardi and Dr. Group on how to manage your health naturally. Now, of course, stress is a factor that can actually kill you. So how can you deal with it safely and effectively? Here's the answer.
This is probably the least known one, and most definitely the health secret that most people don't know how to address. They don't know what they're even doing with it. They're so stressed out to begin with, they don't know how to eliminate their stress. So tell us your health secret for the elimination of stress and therefore the culmination of health and a better life.
Well, my health secret number 4 is reduce your stress levels. And that's probably one of the hardest things for people to learn how to do, because people don't really recognize stress and how damaging it is on the body. I mean, We have so many stressors involved in today's society. I mean, you have negativity constantly that's being preached on the news. You can be in a state of stress driving your car, eating your food. So what we have, and at work too, being overloaded, or mothers at home with kids and just juggling so many things in your life that constantly, with our research, we're looking at the factor of stress and degenerative disease. I mean, especially when you start putting all the toxins from air and water and food and microbes and electromagnetic radiation, which is a big causer of stress, those frequencies constantly bombarding your mind. And when you get all these toxic chemicals that are up in your mind, MSG, cadmium, mercury, lead, endocrine disrupting chemicals, phthalates, all these, they can be excitotoxins. That is the cause of stress and depression and anxiety, because even if you're depressed, let's say, most likely you're stressed. Even if you're having anxiety, most likely you're stressed. There's two different types of stress. There's distress and there's eustress. So eustress would be a good form of stress and distress would be a bad form of stress. When you're exhibiting the bad form of stress, your body's immune system immediately goes down by 50%. You're not feeling good. It's hard for your body to process because your body goes into what's called the sympathetic state instead of the parasympathetic state. The parasympathetic state is when your body's relaxed. And the sympathetic state is the fight or flight response that you're in. And that is when your body, the blood goes to the internal organs and you're needed to preserve your energy, and that's when you get that anxiety, and that's when you usually have these states where you're highly energetic and then you crash down because your body is constantly going in a fight or flight response scenario. So negative emotional patterns, aggression, fear, resentment, jealousy, all the negative emotions can cause stress on the body. The solutions for that are taking walks in nature, meditation, exercise, yoga. The fastest way actually to bring the body from a sympathetic state into a parasympathetic state, and I recommend this to everybody, especially families around dinner time, everybody's had a busy day, is to sit still and take 9 deep breaths. Take a deep breath through the nose and then out through the mouth 9 times. And they've done studies that is the fastest way to bring you from a stressful situation into a parasympathetic situation.
Well, you said that's like a magical number, and I've seen it done in your practice. You still consult with a few people. I've seen it in person, and they were just freaking out, had deep depression, anxiety, couldn't even sit straight, and you said 9 deep breaths, and they said, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. They did it, and they were in a perfect state of calm. I watched it happen, and it does work. 9 deep breaths is literally the secret to calming down and removing anxiety.
Well, and a lot of people and children that have allergies, when you eat food in a sympathetic state, your body recognizes it as a toxin. So, of course, it's going to fight it off. A lot of the problems with allergies can be solved if you just bring yourself into a parasympathetic state before you eat. That's another reason why everybody's constipated out there, is because the body doesn't want to relax. The intestines won't relax. The muscles around the intestines won't relax if you're in a sympathetic state. The only time they relax is when you're in a parasympathetic state. And that's why a lot of people have bowel movements in the morning, because they've had time to relax when they were sleeping at night and they just go to the bathroom fairly easy. Or in the afternoon or in the evening sometime when they're relaxed, they'll have another bowel movement, when we should be having multiple bowel movements a day. But right now, the average person is going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a week instead of 2 to 3 times a day.
Wow.
So, look for the things in your life that make you happy. Look for what you love to do. I used to ask patients when they came in, what do you do for fun? And a lot of them couldn't even answer that question. So you really have to look at yourself and say, what makes me happy? What makes me laugh? What can I do for fun? And how can I easily reduce my stress levels? Even if you're at the office, you can take a break. It takes only 2 minutes or so to do 9 deep breaths. And you'll notice amazing differences in your body, because it's the fastest way to bring yourself back to a parasympathetic state.